from you all quite a few times, and I've been learning from you all. You all are actually the first class to learn about holistic academics, so give yourselves a round of applause. The first, the only, special. And so we just want to learn what you all have been learning from your classes, your inner core classes specifically, so health and physical education, libraries, music, art, and Spanish. So please tell me what you have learned from those classes. Can anyone share with me? Raise your hand. What have you learned from any of those inner core classes that you thought was really cool? I saw your hand first. And say your name, please.
My name is Emmanuel, and what I learned in music was about playing the piano and playing music.
Awesome.
And in Spanish, we're learning how to make a book in Spanish.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
My name is and I learned that in PE, you have to have confidence and then you won't do it.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So, I'm scared to play soccer, but now I can play soccer in front of a lot of people.
Because you built up your confidence. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing. Did anyone else learn anything in art class or library? I saw you.
Noah.
Go ahead. Tell me what you learned in art.
I love my art because I like to make buildings out with trash and make a bridge and make cities.
Awesome. And what else did you learn while you all were building cities? I heard in class you were talking about fairness and what is needed in a city. Can you tell me more about what you learned in that class?
You need stores, a house, and clothes.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Food.
And food. Thank you so much for sharing. Who else had their hand up? Saw yours. Go ahead. Name first and then what you learned.
My name is Zaha, and I learned in art class that you need hospitals and treatment.
And why do you need those places?
Because if you get hurt like an injury, and you wouldn't be able to fix it.
Awesome. So you're thinking about what is needed in a city for people to survive, right? And especially if they get hurt. What about you?
In library class, we learned how to build a bridge out of cardboard and clips, and I also learned how to read big books.
Amazing. So now you think you can read big books at home too? That's so dope. Can I ask you a cool question and then I'm gonna come to you, okay? If you could be principal for a day and you had the option of deciding what all of the students learn in school, what would students learn in their classes? What is something that you're not getting to learn right now that you think would be amazing that kids can learn? I'll give you some examples, like how to deal with difficult emotions, how to manage money maybe, how to work with people when it's hard to do so. What are some things that you might not get to learn now that if you were principal, you would make sure kids learn in class? Go ahead.
I'll make sure that they learn about bees and and animals, because that's where we get our food.
Ooh, thank you for sharing that. Go ahead.
Potions. Potions to heal people, potions to make people stronger, potions to make people happy, potions to do anything.
Amazing. I would love to be in that class, both of those classes. Go ahead.
Algebraic and algebra.
Say that again?
Algebraic and algebra.
Oh, really? You think they should learn that already in elementary school? I think so too. Why not? Anything else? If you could be principal for a day, what would kids learn or do or experience in class? You need some time to think about it. Okay, anybody else want to tell me what would you learn or what would students learn in class if you could be principal for a day? You thought of something else?
Also to be kind.
To be kind. Tell me more about why that's why should students learn that in class? Shouldn't they already know that? Why do you think they need to learn that in class?
Because a lot of schools have bullies, and I don't think in this school that we have bullying here.
But
In this school. So they need to be kind, so the world can be fair and even.
did you learn about fairness in one of your classes?
Yes.
What class?
Mr. Fox.
Nice. And you think that all students should know about being fair? Yes? That's so dope. What about you?
From also being an architect, cause art can actually lead you to being a builder and build stuff people need and want.
Thank you for sharing. Go ahead.
Being nice and respectful to each other.
Thank you. What about what you would like to do? If you got to pick what students got to do or go, is there anywhere that you think you all should go? Anything that you feel like you should do that you haven't been able to yet? Go ahead.
The zoo.
The zoo? What would you like to do with the zoo?
Learn about the animals there.
That sounds like a fun place to go. Anybody else who hasn't shared yet something that you think students should learn or things that you might want to do? Go ahead.
If they don't know English, they can go to an English class.
Learn a different language. Amazing. Now tell me about a little bit more about the classes, the lessons that you had in your inner course or specials. So again, health and physical education, library, music, art, and Spanish. Is there anything that you didn't know how to do before that you now know how to do because of those classes or things that you learned? Go ahead.
I didn't know how to write a book in Spanish.
And you learned how to do that? And tell me more about what that was like. How did you feel while you were learning how to write in a whole new language? What was that feeling like? How did you feel?
Nervous.
Nervous. Okay, that's normal. And then at the end of the class, were you still feeling nervous? No, why not?
Because I learned how to write a book in Spanish.
And who taught you that?
Mr. Belcher.
Awesome. So I want you to do one last thing for me, okay? I want everyone to say one thank you to your teachers, your inner core teachers, for what they taught you. So they signed up to do extra, right? Not only did they teach all the classes, but they were learning this whole new model just so that you all can get the best experience. So each person is going to say one thing that they are grateful for their teacher, any of their inner core teachers, especially Ms. Hector. Specials. They don't know inner core, thank you. Your specials classes. One thing that you would like to say to your teachers. Okay? And we're going to say thank you for and whatever they helped you with in this lesson that you learned. You want to start us off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for letting us learn. Thank you for letting us read books. Thank you for letting us read hard books for other people. Thank you for letting us learn reading.
And who was that for?
Thank you, Miss Hector.
Aww. All right, who's next? Go ahead.
I'd like to thank Mr. Watts for teaching us how to make a city out of recycling things.
Thank you. Go ahead, Noah.
Thank you, Miss Day, for help us how to use the keyboard to see.
Thank you for sharing. Go ahead.
Thank you for Miss K for teaching me how to ride my bike.
Coach K, for riding your bike. I saw you. You're doing a great job, too. Anybody else want to say thank you to Mr. Beltran? Did Mr. Beltran help you with anything? Go ahead.
I would like to thank Mr. Beltran for helping me teach Spanish, even though I don't know Spanish. He has helped me to learn Spanish.
Awesome. You have one more thing you want to add?
I would like to thank Coach K for letting us learn physical education.